Hi there, welcome to the latest episode of my 10-minute moan. And the topic of this 10-minute moan is about a document I've been handed from a trade union telling all its members to go and stand against Tommy Robinson's march on the 26th of October and they'll pay for it. So what's happened here is something that I've been talking about quite a lot recently, and this seems to be this urge by trade unions and other bodies to counter anything that you would deem pro-British. I was asked to speak last month at an event in Glasgow, which was easily and clearly advertised as a pro-UK rally, but these people on the far left decided to call it an anti-racist, anti-Nazi counter-protest against it. Never was this protest that I was involved with and this rally that I was involved with advertising anything other than a pro-UK rally, where United Kingdom citizens were asked, like myself, to go up and talk about things they are concerned about at the moment. And I duly went up and spoke about my concerns about not immigration, but the levels of immigration, not asylum seekers, but the amount of fake asylum seekers, the lack of housing, and the knife crime in the streets of the United Kingdom. And for doing so, I was brandished far-right, Islamophobic, racist, and anything else you could catch. So there seems to be a theme here. And when I was there, we were trying to be out-shouted by people, lots of them using union banners, etc., to oppose what we were standing for. And I've noticed this at lots of pro-Palestine rallies, etc., where there's an increasing number of British trade unions present at the rallies. And it started me thinking, who's paying for this? It turns out you're paying for it. If you're a worker in any of these unions, you're paying for it. And I have a documentation to back it up, which I'll come to in a minute. And I think it's ridiculous. Trade unions, they are there to protect the working rights of the British worker. If you think on it, about it, they should have the same concerns about me on the 1.2 million people that are coming into the country. Because the more people come into the country, the less jobs are available. And guess what? Terms and conditions will also fall. So you would think that the trade unions would be as concerned about 1.2 million immigrants last year as I and plenty others are, but they're not. So I kind of don't understand what they're doing there. Anyway, back to point. So it's well known, Tommy Robinson has arranged for a pro-UK rally on the 26th of October. And here is a letter that came my way from the National Union of Rail, Maritime and Transport Workers, the RMT. And the letter is being sent to all branches and regional councils, dated on the 3rd of October. Dear colleague, stop the far right. Stand up to Racism National Demonstration 26th of October in London. The union is putting out an urgent call for branches and regional councils to support an RMT mass mobilisation for members to attend an anti-racist demonstration called by Stand Up to Racism and supported by the trade union movement to oppose far-right demonstration called by Tommy Robinson to spread his racism and Islamophobia on the streets of London. There you go. The anti-racist demonstration will take place on Saturday the 26th of October in central London, with form-up time and location still to be confirmed by the organisers. Use of branch funds. Prick your ears up, this bit's quite interesting. Please note, due to the importance of mobilising for this important demonstration, branches have permission to utilise expenditure from branch management funds for travel and other expenses. Branches and regional councils are asked to organise their own contingents to attend the demonstration using their own communication channels to do so. Trade union block. We have had confirmations that there will be a trade union block at this demonstration for RMT branches and regional councils and other trade unions to form up together. Key details will be confirmed, but please organise to bring RMT flags and branch banners. We will provide you with further information as we get it, but please also check the Stand Up to Racism website for their updates. Signed yours sincerely, Michael Lynch, General Secretary. So, they've decided that Tom Robinson's the devil, That seems to be the sort of left narrative. And they've brandished his racist and Islamophobic, because they're saying that we have to stand up to this Tommy Robinson spreading his racism and Islamophobia on the streets of London. Now, I've never met Tommy Robinson. I've heard a lot about him. And if I didn't look at the material that he supplies himself, I could be forgiven for thinking he was Islamophobic racist. I couldn't see anything in the recent stuff that I've watched. I don't know, I didn't know anything about him when he was 20. He might have been at the time, I don't know. But I kind of think if he was singing the same hymn sheet as he is today, he's kind of not racist. He has a dislike of Islam, but Islamophobia, it's a different thing. That's either having a fear of it, that's the sort of dictionary term of it, when you take the two words Islam and phobia, or you'd be anti it. That seems to be how the word Islamophobia is used now. So it's this whole narrative again, that anybody who isn't left, and probably far left in anything, is bad. And that seems to be the narrative by these trade unions and all these people that want to stand up every weekend for something else to moan at. So it got me thinking, who's Mick Lynch? Now, I thought for a minute this was the Irish guy that makes a complete clown of himself quite often, but he's, I'm sure, the ex-RMT official, guy called Stephen something or other. But it turns out Mick Lynch is a totally different guy, although he looks quite similar. Similar haircut to mine, and similar to the guy Steve, the Irish boy. So who is he? Well, I've had a wee look, and Mick Lynch is, I'll just get the stuff I'm looking for. He was born in '62, British-Irish, trade unionist who served as the General Secretary of the UK's National Union of Rail, Maritime and Transport Workers since May 2021. Since the high-profile rail strikes of 22-23, Lynch has become a spokesperson and symbol for the wider trade unionist movement. Lynch was born in West London in January 1962, the youngest of 5 children growing up in the Catholic-dominated Paddington council estate. His mother was a Northern Irish cleaner, Ellen Nellie Morris, and his father an Irish labourer and postman, Jackie Lynch. His parents immigrated during the Second World War, with his mother hailing from an area close to Crossmaglen and his father coming from Cork. He grew up in Paddington area of London in what was described as rented rooms that would now be called slums. He was raised an Irish Catholic, but is now a lapsed Catholic. So that's his background. And here we go in a bit in Wikipedia of his personal life. Lynch's wife Mary has been a nurse, trade unionist in the NHS since 1984. They have 3 children together. Lynch was cited as cited Irish Republican and trade union leader James Connolly as his political hero and inspiration. He's a fan of the Irish football team Cork City and has expressed his admiration for Irish footballer Ray Houghton and other Irish sports people. So, he's British, but he quite likes Ireland, which, you know, that's where his folks are from. Kinda, that stuff happens. But he seems to have quite an anti-UK feel about him. I've just pulled up a couple of headlines, you know, when I was Google searching him, without going deep diving in the guy. Here's a couple of headlines. Mick Lynch fails to wear a poppy as he vows to join pro-Palestine Armistice Day rally. 2 things that are your own choice. You can decide to wear or not wear a poppy. Most people with British standards would wear one. If you don't, it kind of tells its own story. And he vows to join a pro-Palestine Armistice Day rally. So when other people are out there paying their respects to the fallen war dead, by the way, many of them came from Ireland, and many of them have a similar background to our Mick, right? But no, on the day where other people are doing that, he's going to a pro-Palestine rally. Sounds like a fun guy. Then, Mick Lynch admits wanting England to lose in the World Cup as he blames pompous British press. This is a guy born in London, spent all his life in London, wants the English football. Now, it turns out this was the Lionesses during the Women's World Cup. He wants them to lose in the World Cup. So James seems like one of these guys who is actually British, but does everything he can against Britain. Won't wear poppies, wants England to lose, won't stand and pay respects on Armistice Day. He'll be away having a pro-Palestine rally. That's our James. We know plenty like him. So, all I will say on the matter is, good luck to Tommy Robinson and everybody attending. London on the 26th. I hope it's safe. I hope these people who are hell-bent on trying to disrupt your movement, I hope they fail. And I hope it passes as successfully and as peacefully as the last demonstration that Tommy Robinson sorted, 2 months ago. So, there we go. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you've not already done so, please consider subscribing and hit the notifications bell. Let us know what you think in the comments below, actually, that'd be nice. But, most importantly of all, unless you're M Lynch, anybody that's British but hates everything about the country, not you, but everyone else.
Everyone else, have a great day. Cheerio, bye now.